run away. Make them put that gun away. Flip my mattress like an actress, Faye Dunaway. Motion flick package, flight package, the plug run away. Motion sensor savage, we planned it, we found him anyway.
Got your boy Stand
Run
Up
away,
in the
make them put
building.
that gun away.
Be with your boy.
We got Special G6 in this bitch.
G6 in the building, man. I gotta start calling you Stand Out.
Stand
I'll
Out,
be
Stand
calling
Out.
my guy Terrence.
Oh, yeah, either or, everybody
Oh,
know
okay,
me.
cool,
You know what I'm
cool,
saying? He's, world
And my
famous.
guy, man, my guy. Man.
Hey, you know how I do. You know how I
Danny
do.
Beezy.
You know how I
Danny Beezy. Let me get it right so I don't
do.
mess it up.
Easy. It's all good.
Easy.
It's
Appreciate
all
y'all
good.
having me here, man. Fellas Podcast is a long time coming. We've done big things, champagne
Yes.
talks, and other things of that nature. But how you guys doing?
Oh, we great, man. I'm great. You know, working hard, making moves. You know,
The question is, shout out to Sneak Apparel, first off. Let's
Shouts out to, first off, shouts out to you.
Oh, yeah.
And
Most
you,
definitely.
and shout out to Fellas Podcast for introducing Sneak Apparel, which I am definitely in right now, from the brim to the shirt down to the. These are, these shorts. I can't even call these shorts. These are like some compression.
Those are jump offs.
Hey,
It's
jump off
like
for real.
Stephen Curry, fresh from the beach. I don't know. They got zippers and there's some real league stuff. So,
Yeah, man.
Sneak
You
Apparel.
look good on you, man.
Apparel,
Definitely do,
Appreciate
brother.
it, man.
Hey,
Appreciate
Rocking
it.
it right.
Shout out to Free Thinker. That's the hat right here,
Free
baby.
Think.
Shout out to Faded True Podcast. Shout out to Angela. Hey, what up, baby? Shout out to Lily Zimbanata. Brenda, what up? Shout out to Free Thinker, Noble Arts. Shout out to I Do a Better Media. That's Chevy.
Shouts out, I do a better media.
Oh yeah, she shot the champagne.
And they be
talk.
everywhere. They be everywhere, man. I seen them out working. You feel me? They seen me. I seen them out. So yeah, they do it better, and they be out
Yeah,
working.
yeah.
It was real nigga hours too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. They be doing that all the time. It don't
Right,
matter.
for real.
As long as the bag is there, they there.
For real.
Shout out to Trey Day. Shout out to Inglewood Pizzle. Shout out to our boy Ty Zach Jr. Incredible music. We gonna get G6 linked up with them three
yeah.
because that'll be a perfect vibe, right?
Let's do it.
Good
Let's
vibe,
do it.
good vibe,
Let's do
great
it.
vibe.
And shout out to G6. Shit, his music gonna be on the intro and the outro. Y'all can look him up on Spotify as well.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that. Now you did that for me, man.
No, we gonna do that. We
Oh,
gonna do that.
appreciate
You know.
Yeah, most definitely, man. New single, new video out. Money Mitch. Go check that out on my guy Money High Brand. Shouts out to Money High Brand. You know what I'm saying? He's the owner of the brand. He also filmed the whole video, so shouts out to him, and I appreciate that, man.
Definitely.
So I see you doing big things like always. I call you $1 million interview man.
Oh,
real.
hey.
Hey,
I ain't
my
never
God,
heard
my
that
God.
one. I ain't never heard that one.
So-
I appreciate
The
that.
thing about G6, and I can speak because I'm literally on the phone with this motherfucker every day.
Oh, real talk, real
So,
talk. This is my brother right
Yeah,
here.
so we talk literally because like with me, I feel that like it's enough money and it's enough everything for everybody. So
Yeah.
if you a solid individual, I'm gonna support what you do. You know, and everything comes around full circle. So I see you in the 40 for 40. You know what I'm saying? 40 under 40. My bad.
Shouts out Las Vegas Entrepreneurs Magazine.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, you know, let's definitely shout them out.
Yeah.
You know, let's definitely shout them out. And if I was to gaze and start, you know, flipping pages. Shouts out to Money Train Management
Money
Artist.
Train
First.
Management.
There you go.
That is
There
Verse
you go.
Legend.
Verse the legend.
Number 24, Billboard on the top 100. And you know, Las Vegas Entrepreneurs Magazine, you guys were so kind to do the top 40 and the 40 and not actually, you know, they just put everyone's picture in. They didn't do the numbers, but I did. It's number 20. And if we flip this way, you would see G6, myself, and my guy, Mozzie VS,
Hey, in
Hey,
there.
shout out to Mozzie VS.
Shout out Mozzie. That's a Mozzie.
as the number 15 and number 16.
That's
You know who else we
that's
forgot
the
to shout out? Shout out Manners.
Oh,
Shout out
Manners,
Manners.
yeah.
I've been
Manners.
chopping out with them. They got their movement is incredible.
Dope.
I love their merch. And shout out to them. Shout out to Elevated One. We in this thing. Elevated One. That's just right here.
Shouts out to Elevator.
The beginning, man. We trying to
So
grab
you're the merch man. You just get because I got blood. If y'all want to get fly like this, you go to Sneak Apparel and you holla at my guys.
Got
This
'em.
is what he do.
Sneak Apparel is coming out here for the Magic Convention
Oh yeah.
in August, so it's gonna be lit then too. Actually, it actually falls on my birthday, so
Oh, turn up.
that's a lit
Go
birthday.
turn up.
You
I done
know?
already downloaded it. You feel me? I know.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be Champagne Talks and a Fellas podcast, and it's
All
gonna
in
be
one.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
featuring G6.
Oh, man, no, I appreciate
That's
that.
gonna be a fire.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man.
Just being featured and just being around good, solid young brothers that like actually really putting in the work. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I respect respect that. I appreciate that for real.
Well, shit, we just appreciate the shit that you do because a lot
For
of
real.
people might not know, but he fucks with Fellas Podcast in Champaign.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So we
man.
see that 100% and shit. You know that goes unnoticed. So
Yeah.
we appreciate you.
Right, and I want to bring as much awareness to you know, the YouTube channel and you know you guys' channel and platform as much as possible because you know you guys deserve that. It's a lot of people out here talking it, but they're not really moving like that.
Exactly.
So
That's fact.
you know, and you guys are already in the right circle because I mean we all ran into each other. So.
Yeah, it's funny how God aligns things. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
for real.
It's just like this whole thing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know how it happened, but it's God engineering.
For real.
You know what, too? You know, you being from California, you being from Chicago. I'm being from California.
Yeah.
I'm from California,
Oh, bro.
and I noticed like in fast cities like that, it's not a lot of genuine love as far
Oh,
as
no, definitely not.
you know people really bigging up each other.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
Right.
so that's why when I meet people, like I'm a rep them 100%. You know, because it's not enough of us doing it. We talk about how we don't got a piece of the pie, we don't got a seat at the table, blah blah blah. But we alienate ourselves from having that.
That's
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Because
a big thing.
how are we gonna go against other people or other species, races, whatever you want to, you know,
Take care of
whatever
home.
circle, if you can't even take care of the shit that
Exactly.
you know the playing field.
That's right.
So it's like it's like being the Cleveland Browns. How you gonna have a good team right in front of you, but you can't field a good
do nothing
team?
with it.
No, for real. That's true. A lot of people have that. That's why I always say, you know, things are not synonymous. You know, a lot
Yeah.
of people think looking good or having money or being fly or this or even being in a position, even though nothing is synonymous now.
Yeah.
How you look has nothing to do with your pockets. Your pockets has nothing to do with you look.
Exactly.
You putting in all the work has nothing to do with you being successful. There's nothing, you know, it's really just God, luck, and opportunity.
Man, for real. And on top of that, it starts with yourself too.
Right.
That's where it starts. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like I seen you on my boy Jake Gallen's podcast.
Yeah, man. Shout out to
bro.
Jake.
Shout out to Jake.
I want to tell you, man, you spoke a lot of good gems in that.
No,
like
I
you
appreciate
threw a
that.
lot of like to the point. Those I can relate to, as far as like we elevating too. Like how you
Right.
talking about staying in your lane
Right,
and stuff
right.
like that. And let everybody else come to your lane. Dude,
Right.
that was
Hey,
real.
I appreciate it, and that's
That
what I
was
do
true.
it for. At least, man, if one person got it,
Yeah.
one. I don't care if it got 1 million views, 1 view, 100 views. Like,
Man.
at least you understood, because I know exactly what point you're talking about.
Exactly.
It's how when I'm driving to Vegas, I just did it. I just drove from Vegas
Yeah.
to LA. When I'm driving and there's no one there, that's life. It's
Man,
just
for
you
real.
in the road. You're not worried about no one
Nothing.
else
Yeah.
in your lane. You're just worrying about to get into your destination. So
Exactly, and that's how it is. Like me and him talk all the time. And it's same with me. Like I'm like a horse with blinders when I'm trying to get things done.
Right.
But on top of that, you know, you'll have all type of distractions, people trying to get at you. You gotta block that out, and that's what I learned how to do. You know
No,
what I'm
that's
saying?
perfect, and that's the perfect analogy because you need blinders because at the end of the day you need to just be focused.
Exactly.
I was just watching an interview. I'll forget his name. I don't want to mess it up, but he's a very successful guy, and he was basically saying at the end of the day, it's like you always like the most successful people, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, they're introverts.
Mm-hmm.
They focus and they lock
Yeah.
in.
Yep.
They don't care about all that other stuff. So when you say blinders, that's kind of what I'm saying. It's like they're just focused. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's all they focused on. Like that's the 1%. The 1% is those blinders.
Exactly.
It's a lot of horses, it's a lot of horsepower, but those blinders.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what, too? A lot of people, I mean, I know they see you all over fucking social media and shit. But, like, it seems like your ass never gets sleep. Like, I thought I don't sleep.
Man, I swear.
At least someone notices.
Like, the moment I wake up, you're already up. Like,
Right.
you're already
Watching interviews and stuff like
yeah.
what I'm saying, man, because the money never sleeps. That's money. That's just with me. And like I said, you know, a mentor of mine, shouts out to Billion, ML Billion for Billion Brand. At the end of the day, he just told me, man, he was like, man, while you sleep, you know what I'm saying? Like all of the biggest decisions in the world is being made.
Yeah.
You know, the world starts at this time. You know what I mean? We on the West Coast, so we got to be up 3 hours ahead anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then he was just giving me the whole analogy of like making mistakes. He was like, "Gee, I'm on you because I make more mistakes than you." And I was like, "That fucked my head up." I was like, "What you mean?" He's like, "By the time you wake up, I've invested $10 million in 10 things that worked or 10 things that failed. It don't matter. You asleep." fucked my whole head up.
That's deep. That's real fast.
So it just changed my whole perspective. He was like, no matter what it is, you just gotta be up before the world get up. You know what I'm saying? So
that's fact.
The fact that you say you wake up and you can go on my page and see that it's there, appreciations that I'm actually doing what I was taught. You know
and that shows a lot too, saying that you really paid attention to what he was saying.
Because I'm telling you,
now it affects you like, yo, I really gotta get up
for sure. Because and then you start implementing it and you notice it works.
Man,
the minute that you and not so, I'm not trying to sell narcolepsy or not getting sleep. It's more or less like just the hours of the day. Just get up before you would normally do it, and just rather. Everybody says read a book or invest in what your time is. That's cool, but it's like just get up and just enjoy this piece. Enjoy you, whatever it is. If you sitting there staring at the ceiling, whatever you got to do, but make sure you use those hours to start implementing that time into yourself, and then implement that time into something that's going to benefit you in the long run, right?
That's facts.
Yeah, because like I said, I see you in California here.
That's working, man. That's money moving.
And then I turn around, you shooting a short documentary, a video, podcast.
Hey man, definitely you would jack all trades, man.
I mean, look at where we at. It's like I got to do 100 things, and what we know 50, 60, or however many not even going to work. You know what I'm saying? The other day I was just thinking about how many projects I had, and as opposed to just leaving it in my head, I was like, let me just say it to my voice recorder. I literally was talking for 3 minutes, and I had 27 projects. And and those are projects. If any, you guys do projects, so I mean that's an umbrella. That's like, this is a hat, this is a bottle, this is a this. These are all projects, but each one is intricate. What it took to make this hat, what it took to make this bottle, put the water in this bottle, what it took for each page and everything. So it's like, but that's just me getting it out of my mind. Just getting out of my mind. It's like, whoa, once you see it in front of you, then you know what's ahead. So you really got to buckle down. It can't be running around frivolous games. And you know me, I love frivolous games. I love having a good time, but sometimes not the time for that. You know what I mean? It's just like building an empire and focusing and locking in so you can reap the benefits from that later. So that's what I learned from Billion. Like, he really showed me. And then, I mean, it's the only man I know that's been on a private jet for the last 2-3 years straight. Damn. I mean, what more can you say?
Yeah, I was seeing him like years ago. And I seen when he, built his shit that he got out here.
Right.
And I was like, damn, man, he owns some shit.
And I met him when he just had hats. Like, he just had T-shirts. Like, I remember when I met him, he just had T-shirts, man. Mm-hmm. So imagine, next year there's a sneak poster or billboard, and then the year after, now there's a film studio, and then the year after, now there's the emblems on cars. So you gotta watch the process happen. So I knew what he was saying was facts. So I'm gonna listen. You feel me? Because all of our goals are in alignment. I help with the executive production of that brand and things of that nature. Like, he wasn't familiar with social media and stuff like that. That wasn't his thing. So that's what I did.
Yeah. I think it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny because that's how me and him work. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, we got other members of the podcast and they have their equal role. Like I told you on Champagne Talk.
Right.
Like, if I'm Jordan, like, I'm nothing without Pittman. Like, that's a fact.
And Jordan will say that.
Yeah. So, like, we bounce, like, it's times where I might be like, look, this shit needs to be done right, blah, 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 or this needs to be done, yada, yada, yada. And it's time where he be like, nah, don't move that way, move like this, do like this. Hey, don't fuck with that, fuck with this. Don't talk to this person because they're going to fuck up your energy.
Right. And you'll reevaluate it because it's your people's going to take that. It's like you'll take it because it's him, too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I implemented what was told because of who it was. Like, I seen it. And, he wasn't a person that didn't put me in position and give me opportunities. And, like, we really built things and did things together. So it was just, what else are you going to do? You see it working. And then it's just like, you utilize your day better, and you wake up with more of more of a hump.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just at the end of the day, you ready to go for it, and it's just like everything's in a row. Once you start planting them seeds and they start growing,
it's a wrap.
It's a snowball effect.
That's how I am. Like, with me, when I try to make things happen, stuff like that, I speak on it. Yeah. So once I speak on it, now I have no choice but to make it happen. Smart. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's like a mandatory thing for me. And then on top of that, I give myself deadlines.
Yes.
So if I can't hit that
deadline, I'm not that good at that one. I got to work on that.
It's kind of tough, but at the same time, you make yourself just enough time to, like, okay, I want this concert by July 21st.
Right.
And you push, working hard to get done to the point you might get done July 1st.
Right. That's
see what I'm
true.
saying?
Oh, okay, then that's
So,
true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
You
true,
pushing
that's
yourself
true.
to get that date, but
Man, hey, that's what Jeff Bezos did. I was watching the interview when I was just telling. That's what he would tell his programmers. He would say, "How long does it take this to get done?" They'd say a year. He'd say, "I need it done in a month," and they would push themselves.
exactly.
To do it.
That's how you gotta do it.
Smart guy you got right here.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, that's what he do. He, you know, because I'm more like, all right, so he's like, we're both like really introvert, but he's more like if he'll fuck with you, but like not so much unless he knows you.
Right.
Like, you know, he'll kind of like feel you out first. You know what I'm saying? And I'm more of like the popular introvert.
Right.
So I'll feel somebody out, and I'm real good with people, but I don't like people. That makes sense. So
I don't want to tell them that I understand you more ways than one.
So it's like half the time, like I'll look at people and like for example, it's a lot of dudes that you know come around that I don't really fuck with, but they come around and they beat their chest how they this, how they that.
And I'm sure you don't fuck with them for a reason.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of reasons.
Let's just put this out there,
Yeah.
you know. Just put this out there that you know.
And I tell them like because I'm more the direct person whether it's with females or dudes. Well, it's easier with dudes because like 9 times out of 10 you can't whoop me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to fight. It's all about peace and love. You know, I did that when I was younger.
6'5".
Right, exactly.
Fresh out of Gonzaga.
Yeah. You know, I did that shit when I was younger. But you know, I'm all about practicing peace and love. Look, I wake up every day. I view
And you're a businessman.
Yeah, that's it. I view my 24 like is my world, and I love every piece of fucking life, and even the shit I don't like as much, like I still find a way to like it because that energy
that's dope.
that I put into the air, it transcends and you know it touches other motherfuckers too.
Right.
So
if you find a way to like it, so you basically find it's like you see that the cup half full, like you see what's there, even if it's like you still see the value in something. That's right. That's dope.
So I could be like, damn, I don't want to work up at 4:30 in the morning, and I'm like, fuck, well. Somebody got to do
Those
it.
are my hours.
You know, that is your hours. By the time I wake up, by the time I wake up, you're already up. You know what I'm saying? So, and I only sleep like 4 hours. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, this motherfucker. When did he go to sleep? And I talked to him before I went to sleep. It's probably like 1:30.
I'm just programmed, man.
It's all about taking care of yourself too.
It is.
Like if you take care of yourself, you know, put the right things into your body, put the right energy. You know, it's not all about eating and working out. It's about that energy, that shit that you surrounded by. If you surrounded by a whole bunch of suckers, your lifespan gonna be like shorter.
It's not gonna be sucker free.
Yeah, you know, it's always gonna be cut short because it's like that negative energy. Like if you get with a girl and she snores. Like after about 4 or 5 months, you're gonna start snoring. You know, so that's how that shit works. You know,
Yeah, it just comes to habit.
You feel it's like because you are what you're around.
Exactly.
We are part of our environment. You know, everybody act like how things are preconditioned and how we just a product of what we're around and what we know.
Yeah, for us, and sometimes we want to. Move out of that circle sometime and see what else is out there before we say, okay, yeah, this is where I belong.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because I even did that for myself. Like me coming from Chicago, South Side, it was like I knew that okay, it's time for me to leave. I gotta go see what else is out there.
For making it out there. That's Chirac for around here. You know,
it's rough. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like I have to see what else is out here in the world for me.
Dope.
And luckily, I had my job was able to give me that key to make the moves that I need to make to see where home was. And like I said, I've been back here 3 times. I've been to Atlanta. I've been back to Chicago.
It's starting to feel like home, right?
Y'all,
you making it feel like this is home too.
Like to the point, this is home. But like I said, that's what you got to do. You got to sometimes you got to step outside your boundaries.
Well, that's what you have to do. Like as a man, especially as a man, you have to change your environment.
Exactly.
Because if you only surrounded by the same stuff that you're used to, you don't know what you can do.
That's true.
And you don't know how you can move. You don't know what life is like outside of where you're from.
Mm-hmm.
But if you if you change your environment, shit, you seeing like all kind of different shit.
Right.
The West Coast is different from the East Coast. The West Coast is different from the Midwest. The West Coast is different from different countries.
And then Vegas is like it's got its own vibe.
Yeah.
On the West Coast, but it doesn't. It's like like for the music, if you use music as an example, it doesn't have an identity.
No.
There's no one from Vegas that has, made it where this is the Vegas thing. I mean, like even with for instance, and that's not easy because for instance, like with a J. Cole, he hasn't necessarily put NC on the map. He's the biggest thing ever.
Yeah.
It's just because some of those places are it's not very easy to put this type of place on.
Exactly.
Even if this person's on. I mean, Neo's from Vegas. Shouts out to Neo. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody.
But even with that is like even with Neo, like he's from Vegas, but like
they don't. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. And once again, I think if we use Neo and J. Cole for example. I think these places, it's hard for them because, I don't know North Carolina, but I know, okay, so let's say they're known, I'm just using a hypothetical, let's say they're known for like the Tar Heels, they're known for college basketball. Mm-hmm. Vegas is known for Vegas. It don't matter how big you are. These places don't care about music, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense.
And I shout out to P3 as well. P3, you met all the P3 boys in it.
Right. No, I seen them came in and they was killing it.
They doing something special over there.
Yeah, they definitely are.
I support them, so shout out to P3. But shout out to KB as well too. But like everybody says, this is like one of those transplant states.
Yeah.
That it doesn't really have an identity as far as music or movies and stuff like that.
Right.
I guess Vegas identity would be hustlers. Like somebody's like if you meet somebody that's either a P, somebody's you might be a coke dealer.
Even if you're like a gambler, that's still a hustle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's a huge hustle.
My guy Mozzie Diaz, you know what I'm saying? Sports betting king, Mozzie Diaz.
No, that's a hustle for sure.
For real.
But that's real though. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's a hustle. You know what I'm saying?
That's Vegas culture.
Right.
So a lot of people say Vegas doesn't have a culture, but that's
Vegas culture. That's what I was right, and that's what I was getting to. So it's like it's hard for it to be. Sorry, it's hard for it to be like music to stand out or just entertainment, movies, film, actors. Right. I mean, I don't necessarily know any, off top, like you said, that it's stamped on them that we know that this actor is from Vegas, this rapper is from Vegas, this singer is from, you know what I mean? I don't see that much.
Yeah, no, that's facts.
And then because, most of the time when they get big, they kind of leave, so they don't really put on like as they should. It's a lot of talented people out here.
No, it's a lot of talented people. But I'm saying that from the space of I started thinking about it. Like, there's so much talent. Why is that? And I was like, it almost reminds me of sometimes the record's bigger than the artist.
Yeah.
No, I think that's Vegas.
Yeah.
I think this
100%.
place is bigger than it's bigger.
For real.
So how are we gonna have them focus on you and music? We can't even put a billboard on the strip because we got every one of these $1 trillion casinos that they already got space here. They already got this is real estate. So how do we even? You feel me? You're the hottest rapper. You're the hottest rapper. I'm the hottest. How do we put it out there? And if we do, we got enough money to leverage something. We got to go talk to these guys and that guys and do a little bit and make sure there's no plastic on the floor because we're in Vegas, so we know who's running the city. Yeah. So it's a lot. You know what I mean?
It definitely is. It's all part of the growth process.
Right.
So as far as music, shit. I mean, me and him, we got into a little debate. Yeah, because I like J. Cole's last album. This album that just came out.
I knew he was going to do this.
And he wasn't feeling it like that, which is his own right,
You said, so we're talking about me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I wasn't.
Yeah. For his album, it was.
But I can explain it though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I listened to the record. It's 12 records. It's 12 records. I like 2 of them. So I told my guy he went 2 for 12. Now, my thing is this: I saw and I said to you, did you see J. Cole's documentary? And you said, yes, I believe, right? Mm-hmm. So the documentary really, to me, everybody could take it a different way, but to me, it really seems like he's explaining the real life of, I'm running out of raps, I'm running out of inspiration, I've waited for certain moments and certain times to happen, and they didn't come, correct?
Yeah, that's true.
Correct?
Yeah.
So it was just the realization of him kind of saying, like, I know why this is going to sound like this, but at the end of the day, J. Cole, he has a Cole following, and he's great. He's one of the dopest ones. I'm not fighting him, but I'm talking about, I need to hear bars.
Yeah. And let me clear this up too. Like he wasn't dissing J. Cole or anything. He just said like for him, compared to, because he's a J. Cole fan as well.
I rock with J. Cole. So I'm tougher than, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Of course.
And I like J. Cole. I like his whole approach. I like his marketing and the way that he does himself the most out of every artist. I always said I would love to do, because he's the only one that moves like a 90s artist. He does the record, and he goes on tour for a year. No social media, no nothing, no guff. He does 300,000 first week. Like, that's it. That's how it was in the 90s. Don't talk to me. Don't communicate with me. Don't worry about my sneakers. Don't worry about what weed I'm smoking. Don't worry about what bitch I'm fucking. I'm making you music, and that's how he moves. I appreciate that. So that's why I was like, I get it. But, Cole, like he said, he's running. Once you do it for so long, and it was deep, because it's like, no matter if you're the bench player for 10 years or you're the greatest player for 20 years, they both have to deal with that same ideology of it's coming to an end. And then how do you feel when it's coming to an end at the height of your career or what have you? The Michael Jordan want to come back and all that stuff. You don't know what that's like. Exactly. So I respected the documentary. And then I understood why, in my opinion, it wasn't really hitting, because, and then like he was saying on the documentary, you think I need to do more features and stuff like that. He's doing things he just feels like he just needs to do at this point. And he was being honest about it. So that was where that came from. A lot of artists don't be honest with it.
They try to, like I said, try to stay that same role that they've been doing. Hopefully it gets them long as it can, but not knowing it's fading away. Like the same way with Drake. Drake had the one role he was doing where he was singing for the guys, Heartbreak guys. Then he went to rapping. He had to flip everything just to keep his fans around.
And that's why Drake is the artist of the decade.
Exactly.
Yeah, for real. Well, you if anybody knows, the industry.
Yes.
That Runaway song.
That's my song. Right there. I love that record. Like I said, I rock it.
That's one of my favorite records. Me
too. Me too. I felt like I lived that. Like when he's like, "Yo, like we laying," like when he's saying we laying, is like, "Man, I'm about to blow up. Why you tripping?" Like everything, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like everything he was saying, I felt that, like for real.
Yeah. Like he has.
Like okay, how come there was no more Runaways on that? Okay, good point.
Okay.
No Runaways on that. Not saying it, and when I say that, we all know it's not like asking Jay-Z to be the new Jay-Z.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Just because you evolve, these vibes don't have to change.
Right.
I always notice artists do that. Just like I notice when an artist acts like he is becoming conscious or eclectic, he must look uncouth or unkept. That doesn't have to be the narrative that every time you're unconscious, you don't got to comb your fucking hair.
Yeah. That's a fact.
So I'm just saying, like, I watch everything very,
it's kind of funny that you say that. It's kind of funny that you say that, because it's like a lot of I feel, and people are gonna kill me for this one, but oh well.
That's what we hear.
Yeah, I feel a lot of celebrities that people look up to, they be doing that conscious shit sometimes. Not everybody.
But
but a lot of them. Yeah. They just doing it. Like, I hate when LeBron James do that conscious shit. I hate that shit, with a passion, because, like, he does it, it's no, like, it's nothing behind it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's very random. And it looks very scripted.
Yeah, what if you grew up kind of poor when you were a kid? Like, a lot of the stuff you can't really relate to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, that's just me.
But you went into that because what you're saying, and you being nice still, is what you're saying is at the end of the day, it's like when people say, I'm going to go this route, and then they start putting on the outfit for it, like what you're saying, it becomes disingenuous.
Yeah.
Or we have to question, is it genuine?
Yeah.
Because you could be J. Cole could have been he came in with a fly cut with a chain.
Yeah.
Okay, he might not want to be the misogynistic and materialistic guy with the chain and the bravado, but you can still be fresh. So what you're saying is, if we're not talking about you, Cole, and nobody else in that regard, but what you're saying is once you start putting on the outfit to play the role, we don't know if you're genuine.
Exactly. Yeah. It is all about how you come in.
Right.
Like you said, you switch it up. It's like, come on, now you doing that now just for show. You ain't doing it for you.
That's true.
And then on top of that too is like, and I tell people this. It seems like I tell people this every week. people have to stop looking up to celebrities.
Right.
Yeah, for
Because
real.
they're humans.
Yeah, because they're humans. They're not fucking God.
No, and they're not superheroes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of these celebrities, and this is no slight at Cole or anybody, this is just in general. A lot of these celebrities, they're in the pockets of people that's not for us.
Exactly.
So,
That's a
you know, so, look, hey, I'll dangle this in front of you, but you need to do my work for me.
Right.
You know, and most people, like we was talking about earlier,
They're gonna fall for it.
they're going to fall for it, and they're not genuine. They're not for you.
Right.
So they like, look, this is my pocket, this is my money. I don't care about anybody else. I'll spread this, whatever they want me to spread. I'll say what they want me to say. I'll do what they want me to do because I'm getting paid.
Yep.
I'm getting that $1 million check.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's why people had a problem with Nick Cannon.
Right. Very true.
You know, because he spoke on some stuff which was true, but you know, he was supposed. People felt that he should have took that stance, but they learned how much he was tied to. He had to walk all that back.
Yep.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So,
But he forgot it as well. I think it's almost like if you're signed to ABC or NBC, but we having conversations right now, you just get caught up in the moment.
yeah,
This could be yours. This could be your whole platform, but your contract stipulates I don't know.
yeah,
Exactly.
You know, because I deal with contracts and stuff like that. You know, management stuff. Like sometimes I'm certain artist management. When I'm the business contract manager. I just show up to oversee the contract to make sure that that's good. So that's what it looked like the way that played out. That looked like he signed up for some. You know, he and whatever Nick Cannon signed up for and renegotiated for the 12th millionth time. I mean, he's been on since he was a kid. We don't know.
we don't.
So he breached something, you know, but
Yeah.
they're all good now. But that's just what it looked like from a business standpoint.
Yeah,
from
from my standpoint and a business standpoint, it looked like, you know, like we taking this, we'll freeze all
was
this
that,
shit.
was that the Dame Dash?
No, I'm talking about this shit on his podcast.
Yeah, but was he interviewing? He said, what
No,
he
he was.
he was interviewing that Jewish guy or something, right?
No, he was. They were talking about like, you know, like Jewish people and stuff like that.
Gotcha, okay.
And they was talking about some more stuff.
Yeah, no, I just,
you
okay.
know.
Yeah, we ain't got to get that.
Yeah. So, you know, once they started pulling shit from him, people thought that, okay, like you can't talk about this. See, this is a fine line that we got to play too, because you could talk about and demoralize, you know, for example, like black people. But if you talk about anybody else, you know,
Right.
you know, they pay big money for us to act like dumbasses on Love and Hip Hop and shit.
Right.
But see, that's
But we
part of
feed into it.
brainwashing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I said, we feed right into it.
We feed right into it.
So that's the brainwashing effect where all we gotta do is put this on TV and let it rain. Affect everybody else to a point. They start doing that to a point we get what we need to buy these people. You know what I'm saying?
It's all money for it. It's all money for integrity,
Exactly.
man. They're gonna pay you some bread for your integrity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Top end, it's like I said, it's feeding back into the economy. So if they see these celebrities going to these certain restaurants and other businesses that's not really that big, they gonna do the same thing. Oh, well, just like one spot out here. I recently went to Mimosa Gourmet, I guess. I guess it's a big on social sites, and so it wasn't big in the beginning, but lately it's been big on social media to a point where exactly. So now that place is booming right now. You know what I'm saying? All off of social media and what everybody's been to. You know?
No, the marketing of that makes sense, but it's like the cost of your integrity.
Exactly.
It's not worth it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because once you give up that, to me, like that's one of the biggest things that I stand on is my integrity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So once I give up that, like I'm a lost cause.
Oh, facts,
you know,
yeah.
even though I feel like I'm immortal.
Right. That's facts.
But you know, I know that I'm not invincible.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
You know,
No, that's facts.
that should be a bar.
Bars.
All right, so let me ask you this: since you're big into music, you know we know your music. If anybody wants to get caught up on G6, go on Spotify, type in G6. Like he got some fire on there.
Appreciate that.
And who's your top 10?
And YouTube top 10 all time?
Yeah, or your.
I got.
You don't have to be politically. It's just
okay, cool.
Like, you're driving from here to New York.
Oh, people who I like to listen to.
Your top 10 that you would go on.
Cool.
Right
In no particular order. I mean, Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie, Pac. I mean, I know they're gone, but this is what I listen to. You know what I'm saying? But I'll give you a couple extras because we don't want to put the ones that's gone. I like listening to Dave East. I like Wiz Khalifa. I like Larry June.
Larry June.
I like. I still like Cole. I like Drake. You know what I'm saying? I like Mozzie. You know what I'm saying? Mozzie VS, and I like Mozzie. You know what I'm saying? The other Mozzie.
Oh, Mozzie from the Bay.
Yeah. I like that Mozzie. Filthy Rich. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Filthy. I listen to Filthy. Jada. The whole Locks is of course. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of my favorite rap groups, actually.
Yeah, I don't want to leave them out. I'm like mentally like scrolling down in my, you know what I mean, just looking. Rick Ross, of course.
Shout out to Ross.
Yeah, I won't forget nobody. So I'm glad I ain't on no clock. Rose. Shouts out to man, who I be listening to. French Montana, shouts out to French, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to RIP Chinks, I listen to Chinks. I listen to Chinks. Shouts out to Vado, I listen to Vado. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Okay. What about you, Danny V?
Man, riding out around town. Depends on the vibe sometimes, so I gotta say first, like, I like listening to Black, because I'm more of a lyrics. I like listening to lyrics more than just stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to forget about Tory Lanez, my bad.
Oh, yeah,
Tory,
yeah.
okay.
T Lanez too. J. Cole, of course. Kendrick, they're like up there. Them two. I just hear him come out with some new shit. But
that's the reason why I say Kendrick.
Yeah, like even his old stuff is still
of course.
moving. You know what I'm saying?
It's been so long.
Yeah, so long. Right, for real. Like I said, Wiz, even new up and coming. I like to support the rappers back home also. Like I listen to Vine. I listen to Lil Durk heavy.
Oh yeah, Durk. Oh, yeah, my fucking
Durk he's turning the game around. Like he went from drill to almost R&B type rap type feeling. And that,
they calling him the Jay-Z of Chicago.
Man, he definitely
he really is.
Yes, he's definitely the voice of the streets for real. Like you can relate to him so much. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who else. Just got recently into Pooh Shiesty. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I recently got into him just off more probably just because of the beats and how his flow with his songs or whatever. Who else? Jay-Z, of course. Definitely one. Nas, old school Nas.
That's the reason why I started rapping.
Yeah, Nas boy. He got some heat. That's what I think. Probably about it. You know, as far as
yeah, let's hear yours. Jordan.
Okay. So OJ. We got to go with, of course, Biggie, Pac. Believe it or not, even though I'm from the West Coast, I like Biggie's rapping more, but I think Pac is a bigger artist, or a better artist overall. Then I got to go with. Are we just talking about rap, or are we
like you said, just people you like, just people you like? That's
for sure.
If they sing and rap, that's cool.
Okay, right. We'll go Drake, Jay, Cole, Kendrick, Music Soul Child.
Yeah. I mean, come on, but he's a singer, bro.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
I fuck with Chris Brown.
With the Roots, can I say the Roots in Black Power?
Yeah, them too.
When he done, I got fit.
Okay, so we got I used to be a big Joe Budden fan as far as rap because
Joe Budden got bars. I'm not gonna fight him on him.
Fabulous.
Like I said, I gotta read. You see,
Game. But see, the thing about Game, I don't like the cloud chasing shit that he be doing.
Okay.
But his first couple albums, same thing with 50.
I mean, he's solid.
Yeah,
you can't
50,
you can't fight
50
can't fight that man.
Especially
if we're talking bars.
Exactly. Yeah.
Tribe Called Quest, Rakim.
Classic.
I'm a big Rakim fan.
Cool.
So Tribe Called Quest, Rakim. There's a couple that I'm missing, but of course the Locks.
Your list was on fire.
Yeah.
Don't forget about Griselda, Benny the Butcher.
That's what I'm saying, man. Hey, yo, man. All right, I need your whole list.
But to be fair, I'm a DJ.
And you know what we didn't say? Beanie Siegel.
Beanie Siegel go hard.
And
Freddie Gibbs.
Right, so Freddie Gibbs too. I need Freddie Gibbs on my list too. I need Beanie Siegel on my list. I need that Fab and the Griseldas all on my list.
It's like being on the game show. Like at home, you know, all answers, boy. He's trying to step to the plate. Like, damn.
And then if I was to go underground, I'll go Inglewood Pizzle. I got Trey Day. Like I said, all those P3 boys that they up and coming, but they raw. And there's a couple other underground people that I really fuck with.
And to be honest with you, I'd rather listen to underground rather than some of the bigger names because they speak from where they come from too. Like I said, I'm about lyrics, so I like listening to lyrics.
Right.
Some of them still got the money, cars, clothes, and hoes, or whatever. But some speak actually about, you know what I'm saying, where they're from and stuff like that. And that's what I like to listen to, because it's like,
Right.
where we actually came from.
Yeah, it's just the versatility. That's what I like. You know, all the artists that we named, I feel like they all versatile. They all not just gonna give us. You know, they can give us. I mean, what we came up on was you gotta have, you know, the look, and not like I said, you know, I ain't saying the biggie, just the look. Once it's outfitted and we put you out there, gotta have a look, gotta have a sound, like your voice, you know, being now what we grew up on was baritone voice, a real man. These men sound like men now they sound like kids, all that stuff. But we grew up on, you know, Pac, Biggie, Nas, Jay. You know, shouts out to Jay. His voice wasn't as deep as them, but you know, they sound like men. They didn't sound like kids. You know what I'm saying? So
same DMX too. But I don't like this last album that came out yesterday.
It's certain cuts. I mean,
usually what do they call? What's that word? Post thalamus. Usually the albums when they pass away. You know,
we're supposed to like it, but I just, you know, you could tell that he haven't rapped in a while. So,
and some of those records just sound like, you know, they were already done, and he came in and kind of put his verse on.
That's what it was.
Because I didn't hear all of it, but I heard the record with Nas and Jay, right? It was Nas, Jay, and him. Yeah, I heard that.
He had a lot of features that I fuck with, so that's what made me really listen to.
Yeah, X is a legend. No, we know he's going through at the end, so it's, you know, I'm not going to judge him on that last one.
I'm gonna give you your flowers real quick, and then we're gonna get the fuck out of here.
I appreciate it.
Hey, we got a legend sitting next to us right here.
Man. Good,
you know,
great music.
This is a legend
great
table
music.
right here.
Hey,
and we got a legendary dude in G6.
Trying to do legendary.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be on a couple more magazines, a couple more videos.
And you also do like film type stuff too, right?
Yeah. I do film, TV, film. Shouts out to Irv the God, my partner. You know what I'm saying? Black Boy Entertainment, Black Boy Films. We got TV film series coming out. We got new music videos / short films coming out. You know, like I said, you know, Billion, he's got the film studio, so still over there. Studio head running that situation. And I'm doing a whole bunch of short, like you said, short films and TV. You know, on June 14th, I have a relationship with the CW through my guy Verse the Legend. Shouts out to Verse the Legend. Shouts out to Aslan Promotion. Shouts out to shouts out to that whole team over there. It's a LeBron James movie that we'll be casting for, and you know, acting in and things like that. So that's on June 14th. So if there's any open roles for some of you frivolous guys, you know. But yeah, I'm definitely heavy on TV, heavy on film, you know, working on these publications, got more Associated Presses and all that stuff coming soon. But like I said, I appreciate everything.
It's good to be a jack of all trades, man. You always got something backing something up. So.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I think that was a good ass podcast,
man, awesome,
guys.
awesome.
Anybody you guys want to shout out real quick?
You know me. I'm just gonna shout out God. I'm gonna shout out my son, Iverson Jordan Smith. I'm gonna shout out.
Shout
out to my son. He got the Will Smith Award for acting. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He's a straight A student. He just finished that up. It was just his birthday. He just turned 13. You know, had the whole party bus thing, and then the next day got him a hotel because he's 13 now. So I lost it up. He gets straight A's. I don't know what to tell him. You know what I mean? Like, what did you do? What did you do for homework? What'd you learn? Straight A's. So you know, shouts out to him. Yeah, shouts out to my son. Shouts out to Mozzie. Shouts out to Mozzie VS. You know what I'm saying? He's got a new single coming out, 100 Grand a Day. The video just dropped. Shouts out to my guy. He's on Las Vegas Entrepreneurs Magazine with me. Shouts out to Verse the Legend. Shouts out to Sneak Apparel. I'm sorry. Sneak Apparel. Shouts out to you guys, man. You know, like I said, shouts out to Jake. Shouts out to Faded Truth. Shouts out to everybody that, you know, is a part of this new conglomerate team that we running over here. You know what I mean? I love it. You know, I love to see us all young creators working together in this creative economy that we got going. So
100.
Yeah, shouts out to you, man. Shouts out to you as well, man. Like I said, young black men just keeping all this shit solid. This shit's real. We need more of this in Vegas. So
real
for it.
Hey, shout out to all the fans. Shout out to everybody that's gonna watch this. Shout out to everybody that support everything that we doing. And we out.
Run away, make them put that gun away. Flip my match, twist like an actress, Faye Dunaway. Motion flick tactics, flight package the plug, run away. Motion sensor savage, we planned it, we found him anyway. run away. Make them put that gun away. Flip my match, twist like an actress, Faye Dunaway. Motion flick tactics, flight package, the plug run away. Motion sensor savage, we planned it, we found them.